got some bad news. The highly anticipated Dreamers File half season is going to be completely scrapped and rebooted in the distant future. I do mean the very far and very distant future. Now, why exactly would I do this? There are many reasons, which I will explain a bit later in the video. The long and short of it is because my initial plans just... Anyways, what you're about to watch is the following unfinished episodes of Dreamers File 2 to 8. I'm also putting the pilot there so you have a complete idea of what was to be released. Timestamps will be provided as follows, along with the episode names in case you don't know what episode you're on. My thoughts and reasons for scrapping the season as a whole will follow afterwards. Now, let's do this. Roll the tape! Yep, it just stops there. Unfortunately, I never got to finishing up episode 8, which is why there are no flight scenes, since I was basically burnt out and was eating fuel by the time I had to go and animate it. There are a lot of thoughts and reasons for scrapping the whole season. It is disappointing, but a project like this is too much considering that much of the story world I have is not quite ready yet. Of course, that means that I wasted a good chunk of time animating almost 7 episodes all on my own. As you should all know by now, and if you didn't know, I'm telling you right now, I am one person running the circus that is this channel, which is a lot to keep up with. You can bet that my ambition and expectation for any project would be higher than what is executed during production. Oh boy, was that a testament to my abilities with Dreamer's File. A lot of things had happened from end of 2022 to early 2023. It was like the universe had it out for me and I was basically being squashed. Taking a step back from the whole project was important as I had to reflect and decide if I really wanted to continue the project the way it was being done. Originally, the episodes would have stayed in the abyss of cut content. I felt bad because I had practically wasted a good chunk of time on a project that was not fully fleshed out without the other pieces to a very large puzzle. Leading to about a week after my return video and my original plan of not releasing the episodes, I needed a second opinion since I was completely stumped on what to do. I grabbed 2 of my friends to sit down and watch the episodes with me. After each episode, they would give me their opinions and critiques. I'm glad that I did it because it was such a big decision. To my friends, thank you for taking time out of your day to have a watch party with me. It was a huge help. Anyways, the general opinions and critiques were fairly neutral and positive. They suggested a few changes that could have been done to improve the whole episode. By the end, both agreed that the season wasn't bad and should still be continued, even with the few errors and changes. They did say I was being too hard on myself and reminded me that it was my decision. Fair enough. And with their support, I was able to come to a middle ground with my decision making. In the end, this video came out, and I'm kinda glad that I came to a sort of middle ground. I mean, this project took a really long time with a lot of effort and immense dedication to get it to where it is today. I can't let any of it go to waste. How I feel at the end of this whole ordeal is fairly neutral with the whole project. On one hand, I really like the concept and characters, the general themes, and developments. On the other hand, there were too many factors stacked up to scrapping the whole project. The main thing was general execution. I honestly felt as though I could have done better. With much reflection, I could see where a lot of the execution had gone downhill. There is a lot I would have changed now, especially with the reoccurring problems throughout that was very unsatisfying, such as the general pacing of episodes, dialogue, plot changes, cutting certain scenes out, and just general character developments. I'm not going to get into all of my grievances with each episode since all of them have different pros and cons. Not all of them felt the same. A good general summary would be that some did better than others. However, it wasn't all that bad, since it was a huge learning experience. I learned a lot about alot motion, which I had never used up until I started doing Dreamer's File. Prop making, ambience, setting the scene, character reactions, and just general improvements. I even made the monstrosity and nightmare field that is an almost full 360-degree character model. Look at the sheer amount of time for this thing. Just look at it. I can make it spin. The project taught me a lot about general improvements in my workflow. I do genuinely think that I somewhat improved in some areas. However, I have become more self-aware that I am really dang stubborn half of the time and am too hard on myself. As for Dreamer Files being scrapped, I will say that I may make a return to the concept and story at a later time in the, again, far and distant future. That is when I am ready. Making a series takes a lot of time, effort, and immense dedication. I really like the concepts, ideas, the story, and maybe one day it will come to fruition. If I ever do return to the ideas and concept, the series will have a complete reboot. Who knows what will prevail the testament of time. The reboot will also include the early concepts of the character introductions, and more will change whenever the time comes. For now, the lore is just completely scrapped for the season and is considered not canon, so there you go. As for what's to come in the future, I guess fate will decide, and you know, whatever's on the content wheel, I only serve the best. Anyways, I'm going to return to my gremlin domain and take a nap. Till next time, bye bye!